So we are on the live camera right now, Mount Etna, starting to erupt. Right now, how violent we're gonna see. This is an interesting fact as well. So look here. Yeah, you see the number, almost 2.5 million, yeah? So as I told you, people are not interested in the cause, they are anxious to see a spectacle. I don't know, it's good, it's bad. On the other hand, it's good to see the effects and then start to think and look for the cause. And when you start to look for the cause, you're gonna see the planets on several webcams in different locations. You're gonna see the chemtrails, and you're gonna start to ask yourself what the fuck is going on. Now, if you just see the show and you go to sleep, it's not so good, yeah? Because you're not gonna have any progress, you're not gonna go further in your thinking, you're not gonna develop a way of understanding things. Now, when you're gonna see the other planets, you're gonna wonder why the fuck the government do not tell us what these are. Why NASA doesn't say anything. Ah, this is something else and it's interesting. Yeah, you see this? They put this shit on some other cameras. Actually on, I don't know, 95% of the cameras, yeah, you have this ad. So the advertising saying there, think with Google. Who the fuck need to think with Google? Why should I think with Google? I'm not able to think for myself. Or I should think what Google wants me to think. This is quite interesting, but it's dangerous at the same time because now you must understand they give them, I don't know who made this site, yeah, Skyline webcams. However, I believe from these ads they they're gonna give them some money, yeah. So you must realize that in, I don't know, in a period of time we're not gonna see what actually is happening on that camera. Maybe we're gonna see a movie. made by Google. And we're gonna see what they want us to see. Anyway, how big it's gonna be, this eruption, I don't know. I was watching Stromboli as well. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Now, you see, think with Google. Why the fuck should I think with Google? Okay, let's go to Stromboli a little bit. This is Stromboli. Now, another interesting fact, last night I was watching a guy trying to understand the meaning of what they are showing on the cover of the Economist. And try to watch the cover of the Economist for 2019, and you're gonna see there under Trump is the profile of Trump, and under him, or at the left, I don't remember exactly, it's a volcano. Yeah. So the guy says, start to wonder, which volcano it might be. And he get to the conclusion that it might be Mount Rainier. Now, there are several tricky things there. Anyway, the New World Order that they try to install with this fucking 5G. Why do we need 5G? You see, Stromboli shows signs of eruption also. I was watching last night and it was the same thing. However, I told you about this site. You cannot see it right now because you see it a little bit. Now here are some cracks, like white cracks. cracks, large, yeah. It's like here to here and from there to here somewhere. We're a little bit uh, down from the camera view. Now here as well, we have some cracks. Now, I've seen moments the lava coming out from these cracks. And I told you, if this wide opening here, this fissure, will become larger and larger and larger, this, I believe, can crack all the volcano. So, things I told you is gonna get pretty nasty around here. There's a guy also, and I saw his clip is very good. It's called Suspicious Observer. And he was saying as well that Mount Etna, the last eruption that took place, it was on a flank. So I told you, they made official. They said that Mount Etna is sliding and it's gonna collapse into the sea. Now the guy said this last eruption, it took place on the flank, yeah, of Mount Etna. So if it will slide, it's gonna be a very big problem because the tsunami that it will occur could devastate a lot of countries in the Mediterranean Sea. So I don't know. They put it on the cover of The Economist. Now you start to think. We see the planets, and I told you, this is the hand of God. God is sending the Nibiru system to destroy this planet and rebuild it. This is how I see what is going on. Now, in the meantime, meanwhile, they have their plan. Their plan is to surrender this planet and to bring, as Albert Pike wrote in that letter to Mazzini, to bring the Third World War and to install the Luciferian doctrine. So I don't know how much it's the influence of the planets. It must be, because it's impossible to be otherwise. But in the same time, you must think maybe they are doing this with HARP. Now HARP, right now, it passed from the USS Air Force, yeah? Because I saw that idiot Dr. I don't remember his name. Um, saying that they've done the job there, yeah? So basically, they energized the ionosphere, and now they are trying to find some other ways of controlling the ionosphere. So basically, you must understand they control the weather, yeah? So they can make the weather. Now, HARP, it was transferred from US Air Force to DARPA. Now, DARPA, it's a company that makes robots for the US military. Now, I don't understand this. Of course, it's their game, yeah? These fucking idiots, worms, that they are trying to control us, all of us. And why you should give permission to DARPA to make experiments with a HARP facility. And you start to wonder what they are trying to do. So if you think at that volcano from the Economist cover from for next year, yeah, 2019, you might think as well that they're gonna blow up the volcanoes with HARP intervention. Now, furthermore, is that the great Michio Kaku. Now, this guy in a conference said that stated that we are witnessing right now the birth of a type A civilization. Yeah, so he said a type A, it's able to control the weather, it's able to control the volcanoes, it's able to control the earthquakes. Now, he's using control. I don't believe in control. What to control? Maybe this type of civilization, yeah, it's able to trigger the earthquakes, yeah, to trigger the eruptions, yeah. How you control a volcano? He's fucking idiot. I mean, he's using this term, but the real thing is a type A civilization, it will be able to trigger all these by technology. Because you cannot control a volcano, yeah? Anyway, let's go back a little bit to see what's going on with Etna. Now I told you, some of it's the influence of these planets that are we seeing on the webcams all around the world. Some of the things it's gonna be made by HARP intervention. and some other shit, I don't know. Maybe with a Large Hadron Collider. That's another thing that I read recently on the 10th this month, saying that Salt Observatory became a #1 hunter for the dark energy. Now, why do they need the dark energy? Then you listen to that idiot with his quantum computers, and he's saying that there are multiple dimensions, yeah, which I'm agree with. Problem is, he's saying in a conference, if we are smart enough, we're gonna go there, where? In the other dimension, yeah? Or, I don't know, in some other dimensions, grab the resources and bring it back here. Have you ever heard this kind of, I don't know, crazy explanation and goal that they have? Do you understand this? They don't fucking really understand what dark energy is. But they want to go in the parallel universes to bring resources from there to our universe. Do you understand where this craziness is going on? When you listen to these people, you get the picture, and when you get the picture and you understand what's going on around, I mean, with this LGBT, few weeks ago, Germany legalized the X babies. So it's not male, female, it's X. Yeah, so X is gonna be um, his liberty to become, to grow up, yeah, become an adult, and to choose uh, his gender. Do you fucking understand where this is going? These people are fucking crazy. I mean, they are not crazy. They are wicked. They work for Satan. This is their goal, to bring Satan into power here on earth. They serve Satan. Now, meanwhile, we have some other things. We have, they start to poison the kids' minds. Yeah, so I've seen also reports from Associated Press, yeah, showing in the public library, I believe it was in New York or Washington, I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I believe it was Washington. Anyway, they have a morning, yeah, with a drag queen. There's a guy dressed like a woman, yeah, who's reading stories for children. Furthermore, you have Michelle Obama's public library in California doing the same fucking thing. So you start to wonder why these people are doing this. Why the kids need this. Anyway, so people, that's it for right now. I don't know how violent it's gonna, if it will continue, but I told you one part of the problem are the planets that we're seeing on the webcams. The other part of the problem is what they are doing with HARP and CERN.